You are now tuned in to the Couples Lounge show.
It's live, it's real, it's entertaining.
That morning show telling you what somebody should have told you about love, marriage, and relationships. Ain't nobody doing it like us.
Because they ain't us.
New episodes every Saturday, giving you something to talk about. What's up, everybody? How y'all been? How y'all been? You know your girl missed you, right? I'm your girl, Candace, and I'm one half of the Couples Lounge show, and the other half is my sexy husband. Baby, tell the people what's up.
What it do?
And so we are coming to you all on today with our finale. The last show of 2022. It has been an amazing show. You know what I realized last week? This past week? Is next year will be 7 years of us officially, oh my God, come on, officially having the book out, having the podcast, having the marriage ministry like in full blown. That's what we're doing this morning. Get it together. And so excited to be going into year 7. Now, we started the Couples Lounge, the actual name and the event where people will come into our homes and we will talk about love, marriage, and relationships. We started that, my daughter's about 15 years ago, but it wasn't until 7 years ago that we actually, like, everything came into play. So I was thanking God for that awareness, because you know there's power in the number 7. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next year and all that is to come. What you got to say to the people, baby?
What it do?
And so this week, y'all, we posted a video, right? If this is your first time tuned into the Couples Lounge show, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening to it. Thank you. And you heard what the introduction said. This is the show where you can come and we're going to give you something to talk about, something to help your relationship, help you individually, help you grow. Oh, the comments. I'm like, something is wrong. Something is off. What's up, Danielle? Hey, Davisha. Good morning. And so I couldn't see y'all comments and I'm like, what's going on? Something don't feel right to me. So, yeah, that's what our podcast is about. We do it together. Yes, we are a husband and wife team. If this is your first time tuning in, what's up, Kevin? And so been married 20 years and together 27. And so we just take everything that we have learned, whether it was through our experience, through working with couples, through reading, and we come to this show so that, you know, you ain't gotta experience it. Take somebody else's testimony, take somebody else's experience and choose to be better and do better. Anything? No, of course. Okay, so here we go. I want to show y'all something. We made an announcement this week. As people, y'all come on in. We're talking about relationship goals. Relationship goals. What does that really mean? You know what? Should I say the video to the end and show the video now? I'm going to go ahead and show the video now. All right, here we go. We want to show y'all something that we posted on our pages this week. Sit down.
I don't want to sit next to
you. I love you.
We are the Tucks.
We are the Tucks. Oh my gosh.
Shut up. Don't say nothing.
We the Tucks. We the who?
We the Tucks.
I am Ramon Tuck.
You're a point guard. You constantly got to work on one. How many times I got to say this?
I am Candace Tuck.
Hey, y'all.
What the hell?
I'm a counselor at our campus and a restorative coordinator, but my main role is the counselor.
I'm a middle school history teacher.
And he's great at it.
I am. I told you, rubbing on me like I'm like a genie.
We've been married for 16 years. About 10 years into our marriage, we were considering a divorce.
But we decided we're going to get this one last fight. We're not going to end this without going down swinging.
We ended up writing a book together. That book turned into a radio show.
I was the one pushing. I was the one that created.
Radio show turned into us having a full-fledged marriage ministry.
You forgot.
What?
Talk show of the year after 1 year at the radio station. You got to throw that
So
in
we
the
host
award winning.
marriage events as well to go along with our marriage ministry.
So I would say 3 days a week, I think I would say a good, healthy sex life.
I love you.
All right. We just give y'all a snippet, just a little snippet of the sizzle reel. Yes, we are working on a project to come out. And yes, we are asking for your support. We're asking 1,500 of his friends, 500 of my friends to come through and donate $36. We're working with Cursion Jones, Q and Coda Films to produce Meet the Tugs. I was about to do my own drum roll. Meet the Tugs, you all. It's time, as we filmed that in 2018. And if you came, it was invited to the little meeting, we was able to give you a little bit more in depth. But yes, that's a project that we are bringing to TV, Meet the Tugs. And so we are excited about that, you all. $36 by December the 5th. You can find the information on both our pages. So today we're talking about relationship goals. And so Tia and Corey Hardick, right? So everybody know that in October she filed for divorce. And the reason that I want to talk about this show is because I was watching Black Love, and one lady said on there, I don't like when people tell us that we are their relationship goals. It's the couple that both of them are news anchors. And it had me thinking relationship goals. Like, relationship goals, and why does she not like that? In which she gave her explanation as to why.
Which was what?
Because people don't realize what goes on in a relationship. All you see is what we put on social media, what we show to you outside of our homes. So when you look at a couple and you say relationship goals, I guess in her mind, she felt like it was saying like we're this perfect couple and we don't have any issues, and you want to emulate your relationship after us. So first of all, do men ever think, maybe y'all, I know y'all don't say this, I know y'all don't do that.
No, we don't think relationship goals. No, we don't think like that.
Okay.
We don't think.
And I think women do. You see a relationship and you be like, yeah, I think they got something dope. And I won't say, well, I don't know about men, but I think what some men would look at a couple and be like, definitely if he see, oh, this woman she doing this for her husband or doing that for her husband, like, dang, like I wish my wife would do that, or my wife. And I think that's a version of having relationship goals.
No.
That's not.
No, I don't think so. Just because I see him getting something that I wish I had, that don't mean I wish I had. That's relationship goals.
Okay.
Or vice versa. Just because you see this dude breaking bread, getting the Birkin bags, getting all this, you don't know what that woman going through to get all that. She ain't got no man at home. He treats her like crap because he paying for everything. So you saying with all the new shoes and the Gucci and the whatever, that shouldn't be relationship goals just because I see you with something.
Do you have somebody that you look to as that's relationship goals? Even now that we're talking about on the show, I know you said before this you didn't really see that, but is it anybody? Is there a relationship that you like? Yeah, like I wouldn't mind my marriage looking like that.
My parents. if anybody, my parents, because I know what's inside. I don't just see the surface.
Okay.
I know the love is real, the respect, the admiration for each other, the everything for each other is real. So if I had to, you put me on spot, pick a relationship goal, I would see my folks and be like, "Yep, Mitchell and Elaine Tuck. That's it right there. That's what."
Okay. So I would say this, and y'all saw the thing. I would say Tia and Corey was a marriage that I looked at and was like, I wouldn't say relationship goals, but I admired the love that I saw between them on camera. Just their fun, they both work in the industry, etc. So it was like looking at them like, yeah, their relationship is dope. Now I will say that I do that. I look at couples that relationships I think from the outside looking at it, it looked dope to me. Like how they rock, and some of them I know a little bit about, and it's like, yeah, I like how they rock together. But when and I'm gonna give my perspective on relationship goals in a few minutes. But Tia and Corey, I want to address this before we really get into the show, because I think it is vital to the marriage community in general. And that's with her saying that this is her statement. My marriage was a success. I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school. You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. At the end of the curriculum, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. Now, the issue that I had with this statement is my marriage was a success and y'all are in divorce. For me, your marriage was not a success because it ended in a divorce.
Good things may have come from her.
Right.
And I believe good things did come. Don't they have children? That's something beautiful in itself. They raised beautiful children together. I don't know how many they had, but she might have learned valuable lessons from her marriage. But to say your marriage is a success and we're divorced doesn't make sense.
That your marriage union was not a success. And everything that you just said, yes, check. And to say that my marriage ending it's like a curriculum and I'm now graduating.
Or her marriage is a success because she realized maybe I shouldn't have been married.
Your marriage is not a success. If it ends in divorce, that marriage
ended was I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, you can absolutely learn something from it. You can grow from it. You might say the experience was a success, but to say your marriage union, and the reason I want to address this is because because of social media and a lot of stuff that goes on today, and like I heard somebody say, we're living in a time where people are trying to make wrong things right. And the fact of the matter, wrong is wrong and right is right according to the word. And I'm not talking about other people's opinions. I'm talking about what is in the word. And if you're a believer, and again, that's who I'm talking to. And so we cannot get caught up in saying certain things or it was a success. And because people had to follow, oh, I tried. Oh, well, we didn't work. It's a curriculum. We graduated because no, dog. Your marriage is supposed to be, the goal is forever, healthy forever. And that is success. Now, if it ends, it has to end. I saw Britt say you two did a show a few years ago titled Know the Red Flags, which led me to a divorce. And I appreciate the two of you. And sometimes when we refuse to grow together, that's what happens. We will grow apart when we choose not to grow together. And when you don't have God in your marriage and in your individual life, that is a risk that you are taking with your marriage. And so I just wanted us to address that whole piece of her saying her marriage was a success and it ended in divorce.
I think I was trying to make it make sense where she was. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
And to go with that this I didn't say this, but this was her last sentence. It was. So that's basically how I'm looking at it now. And what you with that right there, that's how I'm looking at it now. When you're going through a moment that it is hurtful, that you realize that it didn't work out like it was supposed to work out, you do start telling yourself certain things to make it all right, to make it feel good, to make me be able to handle what's going on a little bit differently. Whereas people on the outside are just looking at what you are saying, but not realizing that's your coping mechanism. Is I have to look at this like this so I can be all right with the choice that I'm about to make.
Yeah, I think people don't like. Let me rephrase. Not like people at times can't deal with the hurt.
Yeah.
Afraid to deal with the hurt. And when you can't deal with the hurt or refuse to deal with the hurt, you will stay.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt to leave her.
It's
It's gonna hurt to leave him.
right.
So I'm gonna go on stay in this.
Yeah.
And put up with this. It hurts too much to get a divorce or to say my marriage was a failure. It was a success, but yet we're going through hell in this divorce and hate each other. I don't.
Yeah, it's like Jessica said, it's helping her make it make sense, and that's okay. But let's not say when our marriage is ending, divorce, it was a success. Absolutely can be a learning experience.
Yeah.
Failure is only a failure if you did not take anything from it. But the marriage union making it to forever, that didn't happen. And Michelle Obama said that her and Barack relationship has never been 50-50. Somebody is always giving a little bit more than the other person because we just on this spectrum where you doing it, you got it together right now, and I'm coming up on this end, and you helping me, or as I get myself together, and vice versa. Sometimes she had to give more while he was out trying to do his thing, and vice versa. So
I like that.
Just understanding that right, Precious, I bet the kids don't feel divorce of their parents is a success. Absolutely not. So we're talking about relationship goals on today. Thank y'all for tuning in. And so when it comes to relationship goals, to me, like I said, I see relationships and I'm like, oh, I vibe with that, I like that. I look at that, I think you may do that a little bit, but you say you don't. Okay.
Okay, tell me why you think I do that. I don't think about other people's relationships. If I see you out in the public, I see what I like. I like old couples. I don't know what it is about an elderly couple. I see them and just light up and smile. Just, oh, yeah. So I technically do that with the older couple. But if I see couples my age, and I smile like, oh, okay, I see it. But I'm not thinking deep what they're, I bet they got a great relationship. I don't think like that.
And it may not be just the full relationship, but you might see aspects. And I think that's healthy to see aspects of a person's relationship that you like, that you want to implement in your own relationship. And I just think that's how we grow. That's how we get better. That's one way as to how your relationship evolve. I just think, as that lady said, that I don't like when people say relationship goals because you don't know.
We don't look at other couples. Oh my gosh, yes, that's gonna be us. We don't do.
And maybe y'all not looking at relationships, but y'all looking at what I believe what the woman is doing for her man, or how she show up, or a woman.
If it's disrespect, yeah, hell no. She do it, man. I know where I wish my wife would. You think that way because that's how women think. So therefore, you assuming men are thinking the same, which no, my sister.
So why y'all?
I'm sorry.
Why y'all be sending y'all? Why this man do? Mom be sending me videos. I don't know if the videos is pertaining to us, a couples
And
lounge
that's why I don't
topic.
send you stuff. I said I was gonna stop sending you. It's
No,
a
I'm
waste of
talking
time.
about videos from
Yeah,
Instagram.
I know it. That's why 90% of the stuff I want to send you, I don't send you.
Why?
Cause you ignorant, like
I'm
you doing
not
right now.
being ignorant. I don't be
I
knowing.
may
You
send
just was
stuff-
seeing stuff, and I'm
I
like,
would send stuff because I think it's funny. Why'd you send me that?
well, I can tell you this, y'all. What we think is funny on Instagram be two totally
Or
different
A
things.
woman might have said, or it was something sexual.
That's all he sent me.
That's, first of all, that's not a lie. Stop lying to me. I don't just see you sexual.
75% of the stuff he said is sexual. Okay, go ahead, baby.
Well, I might want to send you something sexual to get your mind thinking. Don't worry about it. I ain't sending you nothing. I ain't sending you nothing. Oh, Lord have mercy.
And I don't be knowing. I know if it's sexual, it ain't about no couples lounge show. And I'm like, okay, you need to explain why you're sending this. He just want to send a blank video. I'll be like,
Yeah,
what?
I
I'm not reading your subliminals. You got to speak to me, baby. What you talking about?
Lord bless her heart. Bless her. Ladies, don't try to be like that.
So he
Let your
sees.
husband send
So
you some freaky stuff
So
if
he
want to.
sees things that he would like to. I almost said so.
Yeah,
That he would like it in the relationship.
not
So maybe not
necessarily.
relationship goal, but a goal for our relationship.
No, if I see a video and the video was like, now this is a women should give oral sex like this so many times a week. Like, yeah, girl, hell, Candace, I'm trying to enlighten and see what you think.
You better put some text on that video. Why do you want me looking at this? What am I supposed to be getting out of this? So I would say relationship.
Lord have mercy. Yeah. This love lets me know. Don't send your wife nothing. And 9 times I be wanting to see something like, nah, I ain't doing it. This was just confirmation.
You need to talk to me, baby. Don't send me no videos.
Or pictures.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Communicate with me, baby, and let me know what you want. Send me no damn
I did let you know
videos.
what I want. I did. It was in the form of a video.
No, use your mouth. Use your mouth. You want to use your mouth for everything else? Use your mouth. Okay, wait. We acted up. All right. Relationship goals. And so I would say I don't necessarily have a couple, but I will pick things that I see that I would like in my marriage. And I think I get what that lady was saying. Dog, I wish I remember her name. Her husband's name was Robert. So you don't know what's going on within the home. So, people will say that you don't know what they had to go through to get this. For me, I don't feel like that should stop you from having that as a desire. You can have something as a desire, and it doesn't mean that your way of getting there will be the same way of somebody else getting there. So you was mentioning the woman that her husband gives her items, gifts of love. He breaking her off. It doesn't necessarily say that he's not at home. It definitely doesn't say that he tries to rule the relationship.
What I've seen through different people, and you've seen it on interviews, listening to certain women, guys with certain level of power and financial status don't always treat their women right, because it's a privilege. They look at it in the sense, it's a privilege for you to be with me. Look at this house that I paid for, this apartment that I'm paying for, and I'm paying you all of this. I'm giving you, you're going to have to put up with me not coming home. You're going to have to put up with me having other women because of all that I give and all that you have because of what I have. So you can see women with the baddest rides, the nicest clothes, the nicest shoes. Man, from what I've seen, and that doesn't, I'm not speaking in absolute. I'm not saying every man is that way, but man.
And I would say that too, but I'm glad you put that other part on there because I don't feel like every man that is a provider is I'll make sure my wife got this, she gonna look good. I don't believe every man is. I'm gonna say this. I believe that there are some good men that provide for his wife in a way like that.
This video, but I didn't want because I know how you be. I didn't want your mind, so I didn't send it. But I'm gonna say it. It was a video where a woman says only successful men deserve a side piece.
Mm-hmm.
She said, if you're providing me with all my wants and needs, and this house is taken care of, and I got everything I want, this and that, then you could possibly have one. Any man that's not providing
that be that stupid stuff right there.
Woman,
that be stupid stuff.
Not taking care of home. You shouldn't have. You don't deserve. And I was like, what? And I didn't want to sit because I just thought it was crazy. But I didn't.
It was crazy. It was, and my face would have been looking just like this at the video.
So she don't have.
No, she ain't got no what? Do she got what? Especially if she talking about a husband. No, boo, that's your job to do all that you just ran down and he doing. What? He deserve a side piece. What? Shut, girl. Let me go back to my spiritual self. That's girl, be quiet. He don't deserve no side piece. Cause he doing what he's supposed to do. What? You doing what you are supposed to do, and your reward is a whole nother woman. What? See, that be that making wrong stuff right. That is wrong about a husband. Let me say that about a husband. Now you dating somebody, you ain't married, you do what you do. But if she's talking about a husband, that's all the way foul wrong. Because if a dude ain't no dude finna get on there and say, oh, because my woman, she taking care of the house, she taking care of me, she making sure the kids do this, that, and the other. Oh, yes, she deserved to have a side dude. She deserved to have a side
if he
dude.
Ain't got no job, he ain't going nowhere.
Child, please. Okay.
He living well, but let me shut up.
So relationship goals is what we're talking about today. And it is what you all see. I don't know. No, I will say this. You never know the whole scope of anybody's relationship. I feel like I won't even say the kids know. I won't even say kids know the whole scope of their parents' relationship. Only the two people in the relationship knows the whole scope of the relationship. And I almost feel like sometimes the two people in the relationship, they ain't even on the same page. They don't even know what's going on in the relationship. So understand this. You can see a relationship and absolutely desire aspects of it, and know that getting there doesn't mean that you have to go through the exact journey of that individual couple. You can absolutely get to the point of we're able to now communicate effectively, successfully every single time we talk. Yeah, this was our journey of having many of prayer moments, many of we ain't got this right, many of okay, let's use some I statements
moments. Mother, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it too.
So that might have been one person's journey of getting there. Another person's journey of effective communication could have been somebody ended up leaving because they wasn't heard. And now they back together and they doing it. So absolutely. And I think that's how we grow. We grow together. Is you look at things as an example. That's with anything in business. You looking at other businesses. What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong to be successful? So why not do that also with your relationships? And so what do we need to understand about relationship goals? What is the understanding? I think I just answered that question.
Yeah, you kind of did. your goals may not be their goals, or their goals may not shouldn't be your goals because it may not be attainable.
Mm-hmm. It may
What
not be
works
attainable.
for them
Mm-hmm.
may not work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, we are two different individual people. So if we see another couple, the things that we see them supposedly have may not be attainable to us because of who we are as individuals, or the way we live, the way we move, the way we work, our thought process. So that's my opinion.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Does that
Because
make sense?
definitely when you said our thought process,
Man,
we
religion.
got this, but we got that because this is how we think.
Right,
And if you don't change your thinking, you getting here is not going to be attainable.
Right.
So I guess, and with that, you got to get to understand that couple and know, okay, what are y'all doing to get what y'all got?
In a sense of when it comes to relationships, something like that, you can look at it. Let me use a sports analogy. With my son, he plays basketball, right? So I tell him, watch different guys and get bits and pieces from each guy. If you see the communication style that could work for y'all, okay, you can get a little bit from them. If you see how affectionate they, okay, you can get a little piece from them. If you see some of, okay, get a little piece from that couple, you can learn a little something from them, boom, and add that to yours to help shape who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But to just, them right there, that's us. No, you don't necessarily know that, but you can get bits and pieces of nuggets of wisdom from each couple and learn from this couple and watch and study and learn from them. You'll be foolish to think I know everything and can't learn and can't watch and get something for myself because I've been married 15 years. I've been married 15 years. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Okay, well, there's another couple that's been married 35 years.
Right.
And that's happily married.
Right.
You telling me you can't get a little wisdom from that brother or from this sister?
And even if you've been married longer than a couple, because there's some people out here that's been married well into their 30, 40, 50 years, and marriage is toxic. And you can still learn something from somebody that's been married 15 years that has figured it out for them. So you absolutely can learn from somebody that's even younger than you in the game.
I will say this though, and it tickles me and it pisses me off at the same time. When I hear somebody that's just been married 2 years, 3 years, maybe even longer, laugh and talk about other couples, man, and I can't tell me that she can't tell me, and look how she moved. And wait a minute, you've been married for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
That couple, they going through hell, but they've been married 18 years. And I really just told them for real life situation. I just didn't mention the names. And to hear them laugh and tease and joke, and they kind of looked at me funny when I said something to them. I'm like, Negro, you've been married for 15 seconds, and all of a sudden you know more than them.
Yeah.
But shut up.
And the thing about it is, you can be in seasons in your marriage as well. You can have
everybody that's married for a long period of time would be the first to tell you every day wasn't a good day.
Yeah.
Every moment wasn't a good moment. We've had bad moments to get to great, to right here, right now. But some days in the past wasn't always good. But this person that's just been married for a year or two and in their honeymoon phase have no idea
what we done.
What could be ahead. Bad days could be ahead of you too.
Yeah.
So shut up.
And I think this, and when you were speaking earlier, your relationship goals, first of all, you need to have relationship goals. Y'all as a couple need to have relationship goals. What is it that we want for this relationship? And actually, like Ty said, actually sitting down and writing it out. Not I got it in my head. No, let's sit down and talk about it. What do you see as what we want here? What do I see? Okay, now what can we do to get this going? And so if this is a transparent moment for me, woo, my tongue don't want to act right today. So But shut up. Golly, you so nasty. So so a transparent moment. So the transparent moment is this, that there has been times this year where I kind of felt like
Y'all can't hear me. I'm sorry.
in I know it, Melody. I know it. Where
Sitting here
we
lying to the
have
people.
shut up, boy.
I was talking about
So where I felt like I don't know, because we were going through some things like for as communicating that I'm like, should we be doing what we doing? And then it was like God spoke to me like, dog, y'all are still going to grow together. You are experiencing this because there's a couple coming behind you that you're going to need this experience to be able to speak to them and speak to that. And it's just like, you go through things in life so that you can be a testimony, so that you can use that experience. Definitely as a life and a relationship coach, as I grow, I get to help somebody else grow. And so that was something that I have thought about this year. And it's like God has a way of sending you messages to like, no, you keep going as y'all figuring it out. You keep going and you keep doing what I tell you to do. And I think we do it very well when we talk, when we do coach couples, that we do be transparent with, this is where we used to be, or this is what we're dealing with right now, and this is what we're experiencing, and this is how we are handling it, and this is what we are doing.
because the reality of it is people keep what they're going through in their marriage quiet, secretly, and be suffering and going through pure hell. Like, what the hell is wrong with my husband? What the hell is wrong with my wife? What the hell is wrong with us? What the hell is wrong with, and not realizing other people have going through the same thing you're going through. And I think sometimes this show can help, and we're like, wait a minute. Oh, my wife ain't the only one. My husband ain't the only one. Oh, okay. Because think about how many people, I think women do. Y'all talk about what's going on in y'all marriages. Men, we don't say a damn thing to nobody. We'll just suffer. Literally just suffer.
Shame
Who
on
am I
y'all.
finna talk to? Who
Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all.
We
Shame
will.
on y'all.
We will.
So y'all were tuned into the Couples Lounge show. If you have not shared the video, share the finale show, last show of 2022, as we prepare for year 7, the whole month of December. We want to come with some fire shows, some amazing guests, so we can continue to do what the Couples Lounge show do. Give you something to talk about and help your marriage grow. So what is the experience that marriage has offered to you? If you're thinking about relationship goals, what does the marriage experience offer to an individual?
You asking me? You answer that first. Go ahead.
Why are you turning off on me?
No, because I'm
So
anxious
you need
hear
to
your-
think.
No, go ahead, girl.
Oh. Marriage offers you a space to grow, a space to see yourself. When I say grow individually. Marriage offers you a partner to do life with, do the good part of life with, do what we might call the bad part of life. It's like, I got somebody. If I ain't got nobody else, I got this one right here. That when I'm having a bad day, I got somebody to talk to.
Rub on your booty
When
and make you feel better.
When I want
That
to
makes
experience
sense.
life, when I want to travel and see the world, I got somebody to do it with. I do not have to do anything alone. And anything that I choose to do alone, that's a choice. And I know, and I'm talking about a healthy marriage, you all, because I know some people are going to say, well, not in this type of marriage. I'm talking about a healthy marriage. The marriage union in itself is good. I saw that on, I don't know who posted that. I don't know if that was Jessica that posted that. The marriage union, or Ashley, I think it was Ashley and Jessica too. But the marriage union is amazing. And some people try to give it a bad rap. It's not, God said, this is good. This is my creation. This is good. Now, it's the two people in the marriage that need some tweaking. And so marriage gives you a space of getting better if you choose to. If you choose to look at your marriage like that. Because like as I work and do what we do, and I'm reading things, and just sometimes in my quiet time, a prayer can be about you. And then when I go into a meditative state, I have an awareness about me. And so it allows you to evolve. It allows somebody to love you in a very respect. So that's just a little bit of experience offers.
All right, the same.
No. No. Don't even think about it. Don't think about it.
But now, real talk, that, and more importantly, accountability partner.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that,
absolutely,
that I can grow with, like you said, and hold me accountable for all things, right, wrong, and indifferent. Like you said, to just love, we need human contact. Without human contact, we would, as studies proven, we would literally go crazy. If you put in isolation and you're by yourself, you'll lose it. So to have a light mind.
Come on, boy.
Think about last night. Accountability partner. Stop.
I'm finna talk on his behalf because he cut up. Yes. As Lang was saying, Tanisha was saying, Edmond was saying, you have an accountability partner, somebody that can correct you in a loving way. That's the key that I think a lot of people miss, that part. Let me correct you in a loving way. Your harsh words do not get the correction that you desire, or the let me say this, or the change that you desire. Yes, you can point out somebody's areas for growth,
right.
But when you do it in an unloving way, a harsh way, they can't even receive what you're saying, or it may take them a minute to receive it. But if you correct your spouse from a place of love, a place of, I really desire for you to be better, I really see this in you, babe, like you can elevate her, or quick critique that right there. It's the being loving part.
But that is very well true. But let's be honest. If you're married, every word that's said may not seem like it came from a loving place. It may not seem like it. You can fuss. People fuss, yell, and argue, and it may not come across very loving. It doesn't. But it doesn't take away what they said might have been truthful.
But it show muddies the water. It muddies the water.
That's individually on you. Yeah. If you tell me something, whatever it is, and it didn't come across very loving, we'll just say it like that. And it's true, and I don't want to hear it, that's on me. At some point, you have to analyze what that person said. She said, Ramon, you XYZ, I don't know, whatever it is. And it came across very hurtful or very attackful. As I think about it, I have to realize, is what she said true? And if it's true, adjust and act accordingly. Don't get in my emotions and be, oh, I'm hurt. I'm upset. So I'm not going to listen to what you said. That's childish and it's wrong. Yes, it hurt. Yes, it pissed me off. But you're supposed to manage your emotions, not just act on it. If I act on my emotions, I'm mad. I'm going to go back and forth. But if I manage it and sit back and analyze what my wife or what my husband said, damn, she right though.
And
And I can correct you and let you know, look, what you said is real, but don't talk to me like that. Don't say it that way. But what you said is real. And when you can't accept the truth, all because your feelings is hurt or you upset because of some emotion, that is a character flaw on you.
Okay, I'm gonna say I agree with that. I do agree with what you're saying there when you're saying it's on you how you take certain things. But I can also say this. On the other side of that is it's different from what I hear you saying is I tell you something.
Okay.
And I take it a certain way. I got in my feelings about what you said.
Okay.
And you're speaking from a loving place. Absolutely. That is on me. But there are times where it is people that speak their intention when they're speaking to you is to
upset you, to piss you off,
to upset you, to hurt you. Yeah, they correcting you, and that's that. Oh, I'm just keeping it real. Oh, this is just reality. It is your intentions and your energy can be felt. And when it is felt from a very harsh place, yes, I do have to take on. What I'm saying is if someone experiences that is because of how you gave it. And yes, how I choose to respond is how I choose to respond. But if somebody is coming to you from a loving place, as what Tanisa was saying, I'm speaking to you in love. I can speak to you in love and still be firm. I can speak to you in love where you can still feel that babe is being firm right here, but she did it in a very loving way. Or he did it in a very loving way, keeping it 100 with me. You don't have to be harsh with people to correct them. And then it's gonna be difficult to receive. Not saying that they can't receive, not saying that they won't, but it's gonna muddy the water. And now I got two things that I gotta be dealing with: how you talk to me, and then what you did say to me for as correction. And now I'm saying, in possibly lane 2 is you got somebody in your corner that loves you and could correct you from a place of love and still get a good result without talking crazy to you.
Again, we've said this. You're
It
correct.
It does, Lisa.
You're correct. You're correct. But muddy waters or not, that sounds like an excuse not to accept what was said.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
I know that's not what you're saying. I'm telling you how it comes across. Yes, you're right. Because if you say something that I feel disrespectful, yeah, what you said may get is pushed back because I'm fighting that emotion of feeling disrespected. So you're correct. But I still have to deal with what you said.
I'm looking for this scripture. A soft word turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger.
Okay.
Proverbs 15:1. Hold on, let me finish. Wise people learn from others. Some learn only from their own experience. Fools won't learn. Here is how a large. Oh, okay. That's just
my point by me saying that is, can we be real and all the way honest? Everything that come out of your damn mouth won't be loving in a loving way. People argue. Man, the disrespect and the cussing and all that, it may not be to that level, but you argue. You get upset. And you say things and your voice raised, the decimals of your voice raise or gets deeper. That's going to happen. And every couple that's watching now, everybody in the relationship know good and well, me and my husband, my boyfriend or girlfriend, we have gotten in an argument before. Everything ain't our peaches and cream when we talk. But can you handle it when it gets there and don't let it go to, again, I don't understand how some people call each other out the names, the B words and all of that. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine life. I couldn't function if you called me that. And I couldn't imagine even calling you that. So I don't understand. So I'm not even speaking on the extremes of that. Because some people go there and that's part of y'all conversation. And y'all call each other names and the B's and H's. Like, I don't understand it. I don't and never will.
The word says.
So I'm not speaking on that level. I'm just speaking on a heated debate that got a little intense with you and your boo. It happens. Don't let that emotions of being upset not let you hear a message. That's childish in my opinion.
The word said, I don't have the verse just yet, but what comes out of your mouth is a reflection of your heart. What comes out of your mouth is a reflection of your heart. And so with that ought to keep you mindful of how you show up with people, how you talk to people, when you talk crazy to people, when you call people out their names, how you show up. And like he's saying, yes, we're going to have arguments. Everybody don't have arguments. Let me say this. As you grow, I'm not going to keep saying we have arguments. We can have disagreements. Arguments, I feel like we escalated. We hollering at each other. It's an argument. We can have a disagreement. We can have a debate. We can have that, but that's called growth in your relationship. It's where everything doesn't have to turn, or most things don't have to turn into arguments. But for those people that say, oh, this is just how I talk, or this is just how I am, what comes out of your mouth is a reflection of your heart. And even if I'm good, I'm a good this, I'm a good person, I'm this, that, and the other. What comes out of your mouth is a reflection of what is in your heart. And so for many of us, if we just look at that, that'll let you know if you need some healing work done, if you need do some personal work on yourself. How do I talk to people? How do I do this and do that? So yes. So that's the experience of marriage. He was talking about his piece was accountability until he got tickled, but him and Tanisa was talking about the same thing. And so is there a need to promote Black love? Is there a need?
Hell yeah.
Black love, Black
We
marriage.
don't see it enough.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you watch TV, you don't see Black love. We grew up on the Cosby Show. The Cosby Show was so big, y'all. It was just, you was just seeing another Black couple with children and dealing with ordinary stuff. We don't see it. They try to get rid of Black love from the very beginning, from slavery. They try to, disrupt this bond that we have with each other from the very get-go. So to have it, and I look at it like this. When you look at all these children, of these kids, these youngsters, these teenagers, these early 20s, just living just like, man, what the hell is wrong with these kids? More times than not, mom and dad wasn't there. One of them may be, or they might not have had either. That's how powerful this union is. If we have a loving relationship with children and raising our kids the way we feel is appropriate, how do you think our children will be? Imagine a whole city is that full of Black love, all Black as parent household. Imagine a whole state of every African American child come from a two-parent household that love each other and is affectionate and this and that. How these kids are going to act in society, and how they're going to raise their children. So when we talk about is Black love important, Hell yeah. It shapes generations to come. So that's how powerful this union can be and should be. It is going to change the way people look at us as people. It is going to change how we interact in society because of that mother and father relationship. So hell yeah, black love is important. Every black boy, young man should see another black man love a black woman, respect the black woman, spoil a black woman, affectionate to his black woman, and just be all over his black. Every black girl should see a woman work and clean and do everything a woman's supposed to do for her husband. Respect her husband, kiss her husband, have his back like no other woman on this planet. He has a lioness at home, and if you mess with him, you better watch out. Every black girl should see that. But when we don't see it, now they get to act the way we see them acting now, because mom is not, they don't see mom cooking for dad. They don't see dad coming home, kissing mama, slapping on the butt, and going to prepare to help do some stuff around the house. They don't see it. So look how they're acting. So when you say, is it important? You damn right, black love is important. It is the foundation for us. So
yeah. And so that's watching Black Love. The couple on there that actually produced that show was just like, they get that question, like, and that's the question that most white America asks: why do we have to have black colleges? Why we got a black national anthem? Why do y'all have to focus on black love? And I think exactly what you said. If you cut on the TV now, more times than not, you seeing a white couple on TV, that's gonna happen. Or all their statistics, they say we in the bottom portion of everything. And so I'm gonna say this, that I absolutely agree too, that yes, we should promote it. We will promote it. We will continue to promote black love because it matters, and it is something that you need to see. It is healthy to be around other couples that are healthy. I know a lot of times when couples are going through, they start secluding themselves and they start staying at home and they don't go nowhere and they don't go out. That is the time where y'all need, well, I'm gonna say this, sometimes it does take a seclusion moment. I just think about Jesus going into the wilderness, and most men in the Bible went to the wilderness by themselves when they wanted to hear from God. And sometimes it does take those moments of focus, intentional isolation, but don't isolate yourselves to the point where you don't see good things and you're not around good things.
that tickle must be, now that's scary though, Miss Walter. You got to talk to some son, and you can't, be careful. Some little white girl, he slap on the butt, and it's a problem.
And so
that's funny though.
it is understanding that we need to see positive love, positive role, positive relationships. And so that's why, for those of you that was on at the beginning of the show, that we have decided to do a unscripted relationship show, which will be us. Meet the Tucks is the name that we have right now, but it's us just showing black love. And I always said, I could see us being a black version of Chrisley Knows Best. Not that aspect of it, of getting over on the loans and all that kind of stuff.
And he seems
not that aspect of, I'm talking about the show, the nucleus of the show, of being funny and being family, and then everything that we are doing. I'm sure they will not be. I'm sure they may still air it. I don't know.
I know. How many seasons did they have?
I don't know. I kind of got in after it had been on for a few. So and that's the whole purpose of the Couples Lounge. We want to do our part in helping black marriages be healthy. Our part in helping couples commit to the vows that they said and end up in forever. And so that's why we do what we do. It is to save, to be a vessel that God uses to help shape to shape marriages, or just to help you learn what we went through, what we experienced. And so
Man,
I feel
what can you do for a crook in your neck? Lord have mercy.
he act like this is the first time he done had a crook in his neck.
What you do to me, girl?
I ain't done nothing to you. It's that new bed. Shoot. I told you that bed. Y'all, they talking about it's gonna take us 30 days to break that bed in. Like, man, y'all can take this bed back. This mattress is not working for me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're right.
Tanisa said go to a chiropractor.
A chiropractor? I just got a crook in
Look,
my
he
neck.
don't want to do nothing about it. He don't want to do nothing about it. So we've had an amazing year this year from doing our live shows at Smokey D's. That was a first this year. Was excited about that. We had some awesome couples on the Couples Lounge show this year via Zoom. So thank you for everybody that was a guest. Thank you for everybody that came out to Smokey D's to the in-person shows. We was able to work with a lot of amazing couples this year, just doing coaching, amazing individuals that went back to be better in a relationship, or like Tia said, y'all know why Tia said she ended up with a divorce? Listen to this. This is why she ended up in a divorce. She said, I realized my marriage was over once I started focusing on myself. I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness. When you start to really work on yourself, love yourself, know your value, and know your worth, then all of a sudden there's an awakening. And she went to therapy and found out that she had some sadness within her, which was uncovered. And so for those of us that are married, and when you see a shift in your spouse, you have to begin to shift. And I've said this for years, that when one person starts to shift, the other person must start to shift too. I think it's just being an example, like, oh, I see that happiness in you. I see that joy. I see what you got. And I think that's for both of us. That's another power of being in a marriage is, oh, you going back to school? Oh, bet. What dreams I got for myself? I'm going back, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. So when your spouse begins to shift and change, go with them. Go with them. And even in your own way, but go with them.
Oh, you gonna get left? Man, hold on.
What will happen is y'all will begin to grow apart, because one person is not choosing to grow and the other person is. And whoever this person is more than likely speaking to that person like, you know, baby, this, but I can just see, like, people are saying they started to see her shift because she started doing a lot of Instagram posts that they could tell the shift in her. And so
that's true, Mel.
You got to be willing to change. And my thing is, if the change is good or the change is positive, what is the problem? And I guess that's what you need to talk about, and that's what you need to discuss. It is a part of life, absolutely. And so I'm going to, again, for those that are just joining in, and then we're going to have a what'd you say, Tony? Yes, that's the one, Candace. Yes, grow and change together. Absolutely. That's the power of marriage. That's the power of it. But we be too busy trying to fight against each other to realize the work that needs to be done in order for God to continue to take you further. And so we want to give y'all a snippet again for those that are just joining in. Check this out.
Sit down.
I don't want to sit next to you.
I love you.
We are the Tucks.
We are the Tucks. Oh my gosh.
Shut up. Don't say nothing.
We the Tucks.
We the who?
We the Tucks. I am Ramon Tuck.
You're on point God, you constantly got to work on your mind. How many times I got to say this?
I am Candace Tucker.
Hey, y'all.
What the hell?
I'm a counselor at our campus and a restorative coordinator, but my main role is the counselor.
I'm a middle school history teacher.
And he's great at it.
I am. I told you, rubbing on me like I'm like a genie.
We've been married for 16 years. About 10 years into our marriage, we were considering a divorce.
But we decided we're going to get this one last fight. We're not going to end this without going down swinging.
We ended up writing a book together. That book turned into a radio show.
I was the one pushing. I was the one that created.
Radio show turned into us having a full-fledged marriage ministry.
You forgot.
What?
Talk show of the year after 1 year at the radio station.
True.
You got to throw
And
that
so
in
we
there.
host
Award-winning.
marriage events as well to go along with our marriage ministry.
So I would say 3 days a week, I think is, I would say, good, healthy sex life.
I love you. He said we have 3 beautiful kids. We have 2 girls and a boy. My son, if I don't knock his head off.
Don't go there. Don't. Your energy came down a little bit when you started
That's
talking
my
about
boy.
my baby.
Man. Shut up.
I would describe us as very unorthodox.
It don't matter. If you're not married, you're considered single.
We doing yoga, baby.
I'm not doing no yoga.
And you can't do it in
I
those
shouldn't have
pants.
said
So I got you some pants that you got.
I won't do it. I will walk out this month. I'm dead serious.
We're that different couple, like even amongst our friends.
You spending the night. It's senior year. You can.
You spend a night, and I'm gonna put money in his pocket. I'm with him to see if he is gonna be that person. If not, then I have my options available to go date this other guy.
Through all of that, we're closer and more in love now than we've ever been.
And good job, Couraging. Good job, Couraging. That's the producer. So y'all, that's what we getting in store for.
Talking about money. Talking about money.
So I want to say thank you. We actually went live with the post last Friday, and today, baby, as of today, as of last night, we had, and I saw some more people this morning. We've had 34 people donate. We've had 34 people give to the project. So big deal.
Big deal. So we were asking for, what you say, 1,000? Was it 5? Yeah, 1,500 of each of our friends to donate $36. And what that's doing, we're gonna go ahead and shoot the entire season.
Not the entire.
I thought that shot the whole season. When it like 10? 11?
Well, yeah, if 1,036, we'll be able to, yeah.
So
Yeah.
so stop interrupting.
Okay,
me
I'm
when
sorry,
speaking
baby.
the truth.
I'm sorry, baby.
And we'll shoot the whole season. And what that's going to do, when we shoot the season, we will shop it to OWN and all these networks and have it a finished product instead of having them, okay, here y'all get friends over and one of y'all get into a fight and get drunk and cuss each other out.
No, that's not.
Can I
Oh, I'm
talk?
sorry.
God, dog.
I'm sorry, baby. I was
And that
agreeing
will
with you.
prevent BS like that because it keeps us in control of it, and it's already filmed, it's already done. Again, it's all about promoting love. We ain't with, all that BS. This ain't love and hunt. No, this ain't.
No, don't talk about that show. That's a good show.
Oh,
Love
okay.
and Marriage Huntsville is an amazing show, and it has a good balance of, because it's on OWN. It's on
I
OWN.
don't watch that.
So yes. So thank y'all for everybody that has donated. We have until December the 5th. Our goal is in December to go to Q and Coda Films new studio and to begin the work. And you'll see on my page where all the money goes to in order to make this happen. We are excited and we are ready for God's elevation, for God's.
So if you
To
watch it,
cont-
we asking for $36. Right?
You just bust out and do that.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yes, we are. $36 from 1,000 of our Greek friends and family, social media family. Yes. And thank you to everybody that has already sewn into us and into the project. And if you want to be an executive producer, now that one,
I swear, Melanie, if you laughing at me, I promise I'm gonna punch you in your stomach.
it is way more than $36 if you want to be an executive producer. And that is basically somebody that actually you sold in a good little amount. So, and then Cursion will have Cursion explain all of that to you, what that investment looks like, what that all entails. And so if you want to be an executive producer, just email us at the We Will Win at Candace Tuck, and you all can give via Cash App or Zelle, and I placed the two. I place the way in which you can give in the box. So, Ramon, thank you for sitting.
Thank you, man. You welcome. You know what I'm saying? Oh, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. No, you better not bite me. Okay, don't give it to me then. Give it to me.
Thank you for sitting and being my co-host for us doing this together for 6 years. Thank you for every opportunity that you have given me to grow and to become a better version of myself. Thank you for all of those opportunities, although I didn't always want them, but it continues to help us be a better version of ourselves, have a better show, etc. So we'll keep doing this, keep doing what we do.
See y'all in January.
Tell me something. I'm just playing, y'all.
The way you said it. Oh my goodness.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Couples Lounge show. So somebody should have told me when it comes to relationship goals, create your own relationship goals together. And there's nothing wrong with looking at other couples and picking aspects of their relationship for what you want. Definitely only if it's good. And choosing to figure out how do y'all get there as a couple, not by the same way necessarily that they got there, or maybe the same way that they got there, but how do we get there together? Relationship goals.
Absolutely. Same thing. Man, y'all have a safe holidays. Is going to, well, I don't know if the weather gonna get bad or not, but just be safe. Be thankful. We look forward to seeing y'all. And what's the first Saturday in January?
Oh, I don't know. Go look over there while I finish talking to y'all. Y'all make a choice to improve your relationship. Either improve. It's gonna be on a Sunday. Improve your relationship. Improve yourself. I saw somebody say, hold on, y'all. Let me go back and read up here that to work on yourself. I agree for positive change, but it's some selfishness is focusing on self alone. Do that thing together. You know, sometimes you got to go at it alone because the other person may not want to. But the ideal way of doing it is absolutely working on yourselves individually and working on what you got collectively. Absolutely. And it just makes for a better atmosphere, and understand that your relationship can absolutely get to a place where it's fun, it's joyous, you got peace, you got an abundance of love, and you're able to have disagreements, and it be just that. We just see differently on it. And it is what it is. And we ain't got to not be talking to each other for days and weeks and months because of a disagreement. Let's move away from arguments. And let's talk. And we may have to agree to disagree. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. We love y'all. We love y'all. Continue to support us. I just feel like we give to y'all and y'all give to us as well. And so thank you. Thank you, Jessica. Every show live and here has helped us so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. And y'all that are prayer warriors, continue to lift us up, continue to pray for us, continue to pray for our marriage and our ministry. All right. I love you to life. I love you. I love you. I love you. And we will see y'all on January what?
7th.
January the 7th. All right. Peace out.